presented by Southwest Airlines.
And welcome back to the NFL Today, where Coors Light takes you first on the field. The Bills and Dolphins are about to do battle, so let's head out to Miami, where Gus Johnson and Steve Tasker are standing by. Gentlemen.
All right, JB, Dolphins Stadium in Miami, where today the Buffalo Bills look to keep their winning streak alive against the 0-8 Miami Dolphins. Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson, and welcome to Miami, where the resurrection of the Buffalo Bills continues. After starting the season 0-3, the Bills have a chance to go over 500 this late in the season for the first time since 2004. However, they're taking on a deceiving Miami squad much better than their 0-8 record indicates. I'm pleased to be joined by my partner, former Buffalo Bill great Steve Tasker. And Steve, when you look at the Bills, J.P. Lossman, their quarterback, it's been an up and down season for him. He had the starting job, he lost it, he has it again, and is playing some solid football.
And he's had a fire lit under him because now he knows he's got to play well to keep his job with Trent Edwards in the wings. But make no mistake, he's going to feel very comfortable playing against the Miami Dolphins. He's got a 2-1 record against them. It's a great day for him, a great weather day for him to come out, and there's a guy on his side that's really happy he's back, and that's Lee Evans. When these two guys, Lossman and Evans, are on the field together, they really look for one another. Evans has been getting big plays from Lossman each time he steps on the field, and that play against the Jets really helped turn the Bills' season around. But make no mistake, when Lossman's in trouble, it's 83 he's looking for.
So the offense is improving. However, the defense leads the way in Buffalo. Steve, these guys will step up and knock you out.
Well, for a team that's built around speed, not size, they really have delivered some big hits in the past few weeks. And they have, if you talk to other coaching staffs around the league, they are really impressed with the Bills' ability and desire to pursue the football. Lavernius Coles in one game, Chad Johnson the next. Neither guy finished the games because the secondary of the Bills and the front seven are really bringing the physical play, and it's starting to show up in the statistics because in the last 3 games, they're only giving up 12.6 per game, and that is huge for this Bills team.
The Dolphins are coming off the bye week, and their troubles have been well chronicled. Quite frankly, folks, they've caught some bad breaks, losing 4 games by 3 points. But this team continues to play hard. They have been able to run the football, and Jesse Chapman, in for the injured Ronnie Brown, has shown that he has some talent.
Well, when the Dolphins lost Ronnie Brown, everybody kind of wrote him off for good, but this is a team that can really run the football. Their offensive line in Miami has done some very good things, and Jesse Chapman is reaping the benefits of it. He's a short, heavy running back, very physical, much like Maurice Jones-Drew. This guy is very elusive, and this penetrating Bills defense may have a hard time catching him in the backfield and bringing him down.
Defensively for Miami, they will be without Pro Bowl linebacker Zach Thomas, who will miss his 4th game this season, this time because of migraine headaches. He missed a couple earlier during the season because of a concussion. So with that in mind, that leader is gone. Who has to step up?
Well, much like the Bills did early in the year, this defense for the Miami Dolphins is getting used to playing without some stars, and Channing Crowder will move down inside to play middle linebacker once again. Pope will come out and play the outside linebacker, but this Dolphin defense is starting to feel more comfortable, and so is Channing Crowder feeling more comfortable about being inside. They're playing better, and this bye week has really helped their outlook.
Buffalo, Miami, what should we look out for?
Well, look for the Buffalo Bills to control the tempo. They want the football in their hands all the time. Whether they're scoring points or not, the Dolphins can't win the game without the football. And for the Dolphins, to stop that, they're going to have to stop the run. They have looked very bad in run defense at different times this year, with or without Zach Thomas. That's job 1 for the Dolphins.
So coming up, Buffalo looks to make it 4 in a row against a Miami Dolphin team looking for its first win of the season. Coming up, we'll have the opening kickoff. This is the National Football League on CBS. Dolphin Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the National Football League on CBS Week 10, where today the Buffalo Bills try to keep it rolling as they take on the winless Miami Dolphins. Experience the National Football League on CBS, brought to you in high definition by Sony. For Buffalo, the offense has started to come around because of this man. Rookie running back Marshawn Lynch is a tremendous runner, and he'll be on display today here in Miami.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to Miami. Spectacular day, 85 degrees. It's bright with a very warm breeze as the Bills prepare to take on the Dolphins. And there's Dick Duran, his team coming off a 33-21 win at home last week against the Cincinnati Bengals. On the other sideline, Cam Cameron's squad coming off the bye week. Prior to that, they took on the New York Football Giants in London, England, lost 13-10, but they continue to play hard, no quit in this Miami team. And the Dolphins have won the toss. They've elected to receive. Lindell will send it away. Ted Ginn Jr., the impressive return man out of Ohio State, is back deep. Dolphins and the Bills, and we're underway from Miami. This one's short. Ginn picks it up at the 11-yard line, and he gets to the 25 before he's stopped, and that is a 14-yard return. So here comes Cleo Lemon. His last game against the Giants, he was 17 of 30, 149 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. His quarterback rating was 81.1. He was sacked 3 times in the game, and there have been some rumblings in South Florida about possibly replacing Cleo. However, Cam Cameron is electing to stay with him, feeling that he gives this team the best opportunity to win, a little bit better than John Beck, their rookie out of BYU. First down and 10 at the 25. Jesse Chapman lines up as the single setback. And they give it to him on first down with room. He bounces it outside. Chapman chopping his feet, and he gets out of bounds close to the 40. And that's a 13-yard gain. Offensively for the Miami Dolphins, this offensive line not bad. They allow rushers to average an AFC best 5 yards per carry. Satele, the center, he's a rookie, their best player. The backs and receivers, watch Chapman. As you mentioned, he's kind of a Maurice Jones-Drew type running back. He can break tackles after contact. First down and 10 at the 38 after the 13-yard gain. Out of the offset eye, Chapman the deep man. They give it to him this time, moving right, and he's wrapped up and dropped immediately. Chris Kelsey with the tackle. That's a loss of 2. The Bills last week against Cincinnati forced the Bengals to go 3 and out 4 times. Let's take a look. Very solid up front. Triplett and Williams, the tackles. Schobel and Kelsey are the ends. The linebackers, DeGiorgio in the middle. Crowell is their leader. Ellison, a search and flow linebacker. And in the secondary, this group also improving. Whitner and Wilson, the safeties. McGee, one corner. And not a bad-looking secondary for this team. Here's Miami throwing it over the middle, and Lemon. Crowell with the catch, with the tackle rather, and that's a 5-yard gain.
See the early going, Gus. You know that Miami's got a good offensive line. They can run the football, but I think the way these two teams are going to mesh, that Bills defense likes to get into the backfield of their opponent. If the Bills get back there, it can get Chapman on the ground quickly. It's going to be a good play for the Bills, but if he gets loose, it's going to be a big gain for the Dolphins. It's either or in this running game and the way it matches up.
Third down and 7 at the 41-yard line. Lemon in the shotgun. Cleo Lemon fires over the middle, and it's caught at midfield. First down for the Miami Dolphins. Martin with the grab, and Angelo Crowell with the tackle. That's a gain of 9.
And that's exactly what the Dolphins need. A nice, easy throw over the middle. Lemon gets rid of the ball really quickly. Nice, hard throw over the middle. Get those big tight ends, and I think those are the guys who have been the guys that Cleo Lemon has kind of relied on in his short time as a starter. He's starting to look at those checkdowns and those big tight ends and gunning the ball into their body for the easy completions.
Martin with his 16th catch of the season, first down at midfield. And here's Chapman breaking it and has some running room. Look at him go. And he's tackled inside the 30. Dante Whitner with the tackle, a gain of 28 yards.
And that's what happens, is exactly what we said. If Buffalo doesn't get penetration, or if they don't get that guy in the backfield, if he gets past the front line of the defense, it's going to be a big gain every time. And you see there he bounces the outside of Denny. The defensive end in that defense has contained. He got pushed down inside, and Chapman's just too good laterally to hold in unless you got a guy standing out there.
Make that a gain of 23, 1st and 10 at the 27. Mawia, Chapman in the eye. Chapman, second man through. Makes the first man miss and finally goes down. That's a 4-yard pickup.
And there in that play, Ryan Denny made that tackle. I mean, he got beat to the outside the last play. Dolphins ran the exact same play again, and that time Denny got his arms around him, but it was still a 4-yard gain. Chapman is a really tough physical runner, and I think the Bills are going to do better if they can get into the backfield and grab him rather than let him get going.
Brings up 2nd down and 6 at the 23. Miami has scored a touchdown in the first quarter only once this season. And this time they go with the reverse. And it's Ginn Jr. wrapped up by Schobel. No gain on the play.
And you'll watch, the Bills saw this. They faked it twice. Ginn has come around and they didn't hand it to him. This time they do. 2 offensive linemen out in front, and there Jabari Greer gets into the backfield, pushes Ginn back inside where Schobel can make the tackle. Bills were all over that, and that's one of the things about this defense, Gus. It's really fast. The front 7 is fast. The secondary is fast. They're not big, but when you run those plays, you better make them work, because if they don't, the Bills really rally to the ball, maybe better than any team in the NFL.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 at the 23. Lemon in the shotgun. To the near side, and it is caught inside the 20-yard line. Not enough, however, for the first down. Marty Booker with the reception, 4-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down and short.
Yeah, and they'll go for the field goal. But you see here, this route right here is just run a little short. You'd like to see that go to the first down marker, but it just didn't happen. And that's why they're going to have to try for 3. And usually in those situations, Gus, you tell the receiver you got to get past the marker to get this catch. Didn't happen on that play.
Jay Feely in to attempt a 37-yarder. It's up and good. So Miami gets on the board first. Feely connecting from 37 yards away. First quarter, Miami leads it 3-zip, and here comes JP. Welcome back. Miami goes on a 9-play, 56-yard drive, eating up 5 minutes and 20 seconds as Feely connects on a 38-yarder, and they're showing that they can run the football against Buffalo. So this one popped in the air. Anthony Thomas will field it at the 21. Here comes the A-train, and Anthony Thomas crosses the 35 and gets up to the 36, a 14-yard return. J.P. Lossman, close to 300 yards last week. He takes the field for the first time for Buffalo.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. With Southwest Airlines' convenient nonstop flights, it's like having your own company plane. E-Trade. It's easy, it's extraordinary, it's E-Trade. And by Domino's Pizza. Get the door. It's Domino's.
Welcome back, 3-0. Miami with the lead. Buffalo on offense for the first time. First down and 10 at the 37-yard line for J.P. Lossman. And the Bills, Marshawn Lynch, the single setback. Here's J.P. passing on first down. That one deflected at the line of scrimmage. Maybe Big Keith Traylor getting a hand on it. So let's take a look. J.P. Lossman last week against Cincinnati, 24 of 34. 295 yards, a touchdown, an interception. The 295 yards, the most for JP since throwing for 340 at Houston in week 11 of last season. Second down and 10 at the 37. Now Lossman in the shotgun. They hand it off. Marshawn Lynch over the right side, breaks it back. Lynch gets to the 40, pushes the pile forward. Jason Taylor, first man to him, and it's a gain of 5. So the Buffalo offense ranked 31st in the NFL, 19th in rushing. Their offensive line very solid. Peters, one of the most talented left tackles in all of football. Dockery, Fowler, Butler, and Langston Walker is the right tackle. The backs and receivers, Marshawn Lynch coming off his first 100-yard game last week against Cincinnati, including a 56-yard touchdown run. 3rd down and 5 at the 42. Lossman in the shotgun. He can run. JP with time over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for Josh Reed. That ball underthrown, and the Bills go 3 and out.
As a tough throw, just threw it into the ground in front of Josh Reed, and that's 2 throws. One got batted down, one was at the feet of the receiver. Buffalo's in their offense. Pretty good running play by Marshawn Lynch, but Dick Jauron knows his offense is gonna have to play well in this game. They wanted to come out and hit Miami right in the mouth to get a team that's 0-8 down quickly, but it just didn't happen. Miami in the early going doesn't look like an 0-8 team.
So Brian Moorman, 2-time Pro Bowler, this one end over end kick, fielded on the run by Ginn Jr. at the 20, still on his feet, and he's wrapped up at the 28-yard line. A 37-yard punt and an 8-yard return. Ryan Neal with the tackle on special teams. Miami with the lead and the ball right after this. Welcome back. Pro Bowl voting is underway. Vote for your favorite players at NFL.com/Pro Bowl or text PRO to 7777 via your Sprint service. Standard text rates apply. You vote, they play only at NFL.com. Gus Johnson, Steve Tasker with you. Miami outscored 31-3 in the last 3 games. And yeah, they're 0-8. They've lost some key players, but they continue to play hard. There's no quit on this team.
No question. He knew they were going to have a little bit of an adjustment year. They got a brand new head coach. They're running a brand new offense. They lost Trent Green, who was even in their camp late, and they lost key players on defense early as well. So you knew it was going to take them a while to find themselves, but 0-8, nobody expected.
First down, short drop. Lemon throws the slant, incomplete. That one intended for Marty Booker, and he had a running lane in front of him. Terrence McGee covering.
Yeah, and this is a quick plant, and this is one you got to hit. I mean, that's right there. I mean, David Martin knows he's got to catch that football. McGee, and if you're going to give the receivers for Miami that kind of cushion, they're going to throw those slants. Those are exactly the kind of slants I think Cleo Lemon would love to throw. The ball's out of his hand. He doesn't have to worry about the pass rush, and it's an easy read.
Here's the pitch. Chapman running around the corner, breaks it back, looking for a lane, and he gets crunched. Some good-looking hitting. John McCargo first man to him, and it's a gain of 1.
I'll tell you what, guys, I said it earlier. This Bills defense really rallies to the football. It looked for a moment when Chapman got that ball in his hands, it was going to be a good play, and all of a sudden, the Bills defenders just sprinted to the spot and closed it off for a 1-yard gain. I can't say enough about what we've heard other coaching staff say about this Bills team. They're really impressed with their desire to get to the football.
3rd down and 9 at the 30. Lemon in the shotgun, flag on the play. They set up the draw. This is Booker. And Booker is tracked down from behind Chris Kelsey after a 5-yard gain, but there is a flag.
The Bills might have lined up in the neutral zone.
Offside, defense, number 94, lined up in the neutral zone, 5-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
Well, Aaron Schobel lines up too close to the line of scrimmage. You see there his head's hanging right here, is hanging over the line of scrimmage, and that, for an all-pro player, is something you just don't like to see. A pre-snap penalty that gives the Dolphins another chance at a 3rd and long. Now it's a 3rd and not so long.
3rd down and 4 at the 35. Dolphins need to go to the 39 for a first down. Cleo Lemon lines up in the shotgun once again. And they give it to, Chapman running the football straight ahead to Giorgio with the tackle, and that's a first down.
I like the way the Dolphins thought right there. The best part of their team right now is their offensive line. And when they can get standing up and invite the pursuit and that speed of the Bills defense up the field and then give it to Chapman, that's a nice play on 3rd and 4. A little bit of crease is all he needs to slide through and get the nice game for the first. That's an excellent play call in that spot.
Chapman already 6 carries, 47 yards, 16 carries, 79 yards a couple of weeks ago in London against the Giants. First down and 10 of the 44. Malia, the motion man. Here's Chapman. And Chapman wrestled down as he gets to the 47. Angelo Crowell with the tackle. It's a 3-yard pickup. We like to focus on the key matchups in the game. We call it the task force.
Well, when Miami's got the ball, it's Jesse Chapman against Angelo Crowell in that defense. Chapman, as we've seen earlier on in these clips you see here, he can really move side to side. Plus, he's low to the ground and runs physical. He will break a tackle. That is a key matchup for Angelo Crowell in that front 7 to stop that guy behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 7 at the 47. And they stay on the ground. Chapman breaks it back, makes a hurdle. Oh, look at the guy go. Jesse Chapman gets to the 42. Gain of 11. Now let's check in with James Brown for an NFL update.
Gus and Steve, Cleveland looking for its 4th consecutive victory. Plenty of weapons. Derek Anderson, play action rollout, wide open. Kellen Winslow Jr., 4-yard strike. Cleveland on top of Pittsburgh, 7-0. Romeo looking for his first win there. Gus Johnson, Steve Tasker.
Thank you very much, JB. Congratulations to Romeo Cornell and those Cleveland Browns. They are playing some excellent football. First down and 10 at the 43. Miami off to a great start. They have their rhythm early. Play action. Lemon rolls, fires. Peel out of the backfield, and he has it. Close to a first down, a gain of 9. Terrence McGee with the tackle.
You see here Cleo Lemon getting out of the pocket. We spoke to him on Friday, and one thing he told us is, I want to lead from the front. When the game is on the line, when it's a tough situation, I want the ball in my hand. And his ability to make plays like this, rolling out, just hit the guy that's open, gets him more and more confidence. And that's one of the things that this Dolphin team, I think, really needs, Gus. They've been up against it a lot. They've got a lot of bad breaks, a lot of bad injuries. They've got a new head coach, a new offense. But a couple of plays strung together will lead to better things, and it could snowball for this team in the second half of the year.
Patrick Cobbs checks in. 88 yards of offense already for this Miami squad. Malia running straight ahead. Jacksonville and Tennessee playing today. Here's James Brown in New York.
Hey, Gus, take a look. Quinn Gray trying to find the groove for Jacksonville, hooking up here with Greg Jones. 13 plays, 80 yards, capped by that touchdown toss there to Jones. Fred Taylor, by the way, over 10,000 yards rushing for his career on that drive. Jacksonville up by a touchdown. Gus and Steve.
All right, Quinn Gray in for David Garrard. Gray, a terrific talent out of Florida A&M, so he's a rattler. As you take a look at the AFC South, Indianapolis, obviously the class of the division. Third down and 1 now for Miami. Miami 9 of 10 on 3rd and 1 situations this season. Lemon throws the slant, and that is deflected, batted down by Terrence McGee. Marty Booker, the intended receiver.
I don't know about that guy. I think when your running game's working the way it was, why not hand it off again, line, try and get it. Great play by McGee, getting around, doesn't touch, and goes and sets him up for a 4th down, which the Dolphins are going to go for. Actually, no huddle right here, and the Bills defense is caught trying to scramble to get lined up.
So Miami going for it on 4th down.
I say hand it off, Gus.
They're 8 of 8 on 4th and 1s this season. Lemon calling the play at the line of scrimmage. Chapman in the backfield. And they hand it off to him. Oh, and he's caught in the backfield and dropped. Dante Whitner, the strong safety, comes up and makes the hit. And Miami turns it over on downs. That's a loss of 2.
Gus, they just didn't believe that Miami would throw it, and they sold out in the run game, and it paid off.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Phillips Norelco. Phillips, sense and simplicity. And by Budweiser. Reach for the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Budweiser, the great American lager.
Welcome back. Buffalo takes over at the 36-yard line. Marshawn Lynch in the backfield for J.P. Lossman. They give it to Lynch over the left side. And Marshawn Lynch pushing the pile forward. He gets close to the 40 before finally being wrapped up. Jason Taylor has a 5-yard gain. Let's quickly meet the Miami defense, and their defense held Eli Manning to a season-low 49 net passing yards a couple of weeks ago. Monty Holiday returns. He missed 4 weeks with a hairline fracture in his ankle. The linebackers know Zach Thomas, so Crowder moves to the middle, Pope outside, and the veteran Joey Porter is the other outside linebacker. And in the secondary, Worrell and Allen are the safeties. Lehan and Will Allen, the former Giant, are the corners. 2nd and 5 at the 41. Here's Lynch. Marshawn Lynch still running. And Lynch fighting forward. He gets close to the first down.
Yeah, he hit his knee just outside the 45-yard line, continued to struggle, but he was called down. And the Bills finally getting back onto the field. Miami doing a nice job holding control of the football offensively. And there's Zach Thomas. He's been around a long time, Gus, but I'll tell you what, that guy can play, and they miss him.
Just a good guy, first of all. Not only is he a talented player, he's a great teammate. 3rd down and 1 at the 45. Out of the offset eye, Marshawn Lynch is the deep man. Here's Marshawn from Oakland, California, trying to break it back, but the Miami defense holds. Jason Taylor in on the play. A loss of 4.
Well, they ran right into the teeth of the Dolphin defense. They put a running play off the left side. They got 4 guys, 5 guys to the left of the center, and they ran over there anyway. That's a bad or tough play call. Lossman might have thought about getting out of that. I don't know if he had time on the play clock, but that was a bad call against that defense.
2 3-and-outs for Buffalo, and a very, very bad sign. That is Jason Peters, the left tackle, on the ground. We'll step away. Back after this.
Jason Peters being examined by the Bills medical staff. You don't want to lose your left tackle on a day when you're playing Jason Taylor for the Dolphins.
He walked off on his own, though. We'll update you as soon as we know something about his status. As Mormon sends it away, Ginn Jr. signaling for the fair catch, and he has it at the 11-yard line. A 48-yard punt. There's Peters being looked at. Hopefully he will return. Miami up 3-zip. Welcome back. Dolphins with a 3-0 lead. What a great day, Steve. 85 degrees. It's really bright, like we're in Arizona or something.
It is really bright. It's a gorgeous day, though. And the field is great, too. They've got the baseball configuration off the field. I was down walking around on it earlier. It is perfect.
Miami in November, the place to be. 1st down and 10 at the 12-yard line. Theo Lemon steps to the line of scrimmage. He's 4 of 6, 27 yards. Jesse Chapman, the running back, 9 carries, 60 yards already. They give it to Chapman, stutter steps, and Chapman chopped down Aaron Schobel. First man to him, that's a gain of 1.
Once again, they bring Ted Ginn around to fake the reverse, and it's tough for the off defensive end, Aaron Schobel in this case, to decide, is he going to stay with Chapman or look at Ted Ginn as he comes around for the reverse, because they got one guy on the backside of the play for the Bills defense to make that decision. It's Aaron Schobel, and that time he guessed right.
2nd down and 9 at the 13 for Lemon. 88 total yards now for this Miami Dolphins offense. Here's Chapman, breaks it back, galloping, bounces it outside, breaking tackles, lowers his shoulder, and is finally dropped by Terrence McGee on the left side. And that's a 3-yard pickup. And that's 3 the hard way.
And that's exactly what the Bills defense wants to do. Every time Chapman wanted to turn it up the field, a defender would step into the hole. And he'd go to the next one, another defender, and pretty soon they run him out of bounds for a short gain. Exactly what the Bills defense wants to accomplish. If they don't get the tackle, at least run him out of bounds after a short gain.
So here we go, 3rd down and 6 for Cleo Lemon, originally signed by the Baltimore Ravens as an undrafted rookie out of Arkansas State. 1 start versus Buffalo, 9 of 16, 98 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions in 2006. Here's a draw play, nothing doing. Chris Kelsey smelled it out, and the Dolphins lose a yard and will have to punt. That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Miami 3, Buffalo nothing. We'll return to Miami after these.
At least that's happening.
The MetLife Blimp, Snoopy 1 is providing today's aerial coverage. Look for the MetLife Blimps as they team up with CBS for more coverage this fall. Miami will punt it away. Brandon Field stands at the 2-yard line.
We'll see if the Dolphins punt it to Roscoe Parrish. Cam Cameron was very concerned about the Bills' kicking game, and they refused to kick it deep on kickoff.
And Parrish will get an opportunity. Over to the sideline, makes the first man miss, fumbles the ball out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 57-yard punt and a 4-yard return.
You see here, he's on the sideline. Great kick. Keep him in bounds, but make it difficult. Only give him one way to go up the sideline. And great job by the Dolphins.
Derek Hagan.
Special teams getting that ball out of there. It could have been a much more effective return. All you're really looking for, Gus, is a first down. Get 10 yards. Anything after that's gravy.
First down now for Buffalo at the 31. And Jason Peters is back at left tackle. Marshawn Lynch. And Marshawn Lynch with all sorts of running room as he crosses the 35. What are the key matchups when Buffalo has the ball?
Well, make no mistake, Marshawn Lynch is going to be a huge force for Buffalo. They need him to be great. And for the Dolphins, Channing Crowder taking over once again this week for Zach Thomas. The Dolphins have not been good against the rush, and Marshawn Lynch has been steady all year. Channing Crowder making tackles down the middle. They need that guy right there to be very steady once again today to get the win.
Lynch, 29 carries, 153 yards last week against Cincinnati. He doesn't go far this time, and he is wrapped up and taken down. Derek Pope with the tackle, a loss of 1.
Yeah, Pope on the field because Crowder moved inside. Derek Pope moves in to Crowder's spot on the outside. And, you know, they're getting used to that, Gus. So many times these teams, and all the teams around the NFL, they lose guys. The more it happens, the more used to it you get. And now the Dolphins, who've been through it so badly in the first half of the season, are becoming accustomed to playing that kind of defense with guys in different spots.
3rd down and 5 at the 36. They need to go to the 41 for a first down. Here comes the blitz. Picked up. Lossman underneath. Batted down. Incomplete again.
And that was a bad throw. And he threw it to the one guy who had a guy between the quarterback and the receiver and a guy on his back. Watch when Lossman lets this go. Jason Taylor's right there. And then the defender is right there as well. That's a great job by Lehan. And it's knocked away right there by Taylor.
3 3-and-outs for Buffalo. And Mormon will punt it away from the 22. Ginn Jr. stands at the 17. This one popped high in the air. Ginn Jr. signaling for the fair catch. It takes a bounce. And it will be down at around the 25-yard line, a 39-yard punt. 13-18 remaining second quarter. Miami holding on to a 3-point lead. Get a head start on your holiday shopping with great deals on officially licensed NFL team apparel and collectibles at the CBS Sports Store. Check it out today when you click on shop at cbssports.com. First down and 10 at the 25 for Miami. Play fake. Lemon setting up deep in the pocket. Fires to the sideline, and it's caught. Chapman out of the backfield. McGee wraps him up. No gain on the play.
And this has been the exact kind of game Miami has wanted to make, and it's been the exact opposite of what the Bills wanted. The Dolphins have had the football most of the time. Buffalo had up after the first quarter just 3 minutes and 13 seconds of time of possession. They want the football more than the Dolphins, and the Dolphins have been staying on the field. Buffalo 3-and-outs. Cleo Lemon finding himself in the pocket, throwing the football, and the Bills defense sooner or later is going to wear out because they've been playing a lot in this first half.
As you take a look at the time of possession, Miami doing a terrific job over 12 minutes. 2nd and 10 at the 25. Chapman. Run, Jesse, run. He gets to the 35-yard line, a gain of 9. Wendling with the tackle.
We watch he's going to come right up in through here, and the defense, you'll watch as the offensive line of the Dolphins step in, look for their guy, and the off tight end comes over and kicks out DeGiorgio for the big gain. Great job up front by the Dolphins, finding their guys, sorting through the traffic, and giving Chapman a crease.
Make that George Wilson coming up with the tackle for Buffalo. 3rd down and 1. Here's the option. Chapman trying to get around the corner and does. Squares his shoulders and goes down close to the 45. Wilson once again with the tackle, but that's a gain of 9.
Well, this is a guy that got his opportunity when Ronnie Brown went down, and you know they're going to need him to be great. He's fast and he's very physical. You see there, he's only about 5'8", and he's so wide. When he tucks the ball up and goes in, there's nothing to grab onto. You're just going to have to go in and try and knock him off his feet. The Bills finding it difficult to find an answer for this Miami running game early on.
Chapman on the bench, Malia and Patrick Cobbs in the backfield. Here's Cobbs, second man through as he crosses the 45. Ryan Denny with the stop, a 3-yard gain. And when you think about Jesse Chapman, here's a guy that signed as a free agent on February 22nd of this year, was out of football for all of 2006, but in college, undrafted out of Eastern Washington, he was a terrific player. Rushed for 4,000 yards and 53 touchdowns.
And he also has some experience in this offense in his time from San Diego. He knows Cam Cameron as an offensive coordinator. Cameron knows he could come in, and he knew what he was going to get with this guy, and he has really helped him. That was a good signing.
2nd down and 7 at the 46. And this time it's Cobbs. And he goes backwards. Whitner with the tackle.
And like I said, in the early going, Gus, sometimes it looks like the Dolphins are really have a good play in the running game, and then the Bills defense penetrates and they get him in the backfield. When that doesn't happen, the Dolphins are going to be successful.
Chapman back in the game. Miami facing a 3rd down and 9. Jesse Chapman, a Division I AA All-America his senior year, rushing for over 2,000 yards. Right now, 14 carries, 83 yards for Jesse. He's averaging 5.9 yards per carry. 3rd and 9 at the 44. Lemon in the shotgun, empty backfield. Lemon to the sideline, and that one is caught. Looks like Derek Hagan gains 7 yards.
And once again, Gus, he's short of the 1st down. I mean, the Dolphin receivers just aren't going past the sticks. Now it brings up like a 4th and about 2. And this is another big down for the Dolphin offense. They're going to go for it.
Wow.
You can't keep going to the well like this, even though they've been successful a greater part of the season.
And the Bills having some problems getting off the field.
Bills are going to call timeout.
9:17 to play in the 2nd quarter. Miami confusing Buffalo.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Applebee's. Together is good. Wachovia, we're absolutely obsessed with satisfying our customers. And by the new 2008 Ford Focus.
Audiences continue to love Survivor. See why it's thrashing its rivals. Still the original, still the best. Survivor China, Thursday at 8/7 Central on CBS. So the Dolphins head to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 1 at the 48. Malia, Chapman in the backfield. Hagan in motion.
Tried to draw the Bills off sides. It didn't work. Now they've got to run a play.
And it will not work.
Delay of game, offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Well, that's good coaching, I think, on both sides. You can say, well, that didn't work for the Dolphins, but you know what? They forced Buffalo to waste a timeout, and the Bills were well coached enough not to jump off sides on a 4th and 1 when you really felt like they were going to go for it again. It's a good gamble by the Dolphins, I think, because they got a timeout out of it.
So Brandon Fields sends it away. This one angled toward the corner. And it goes into the end zone for a touchback. So the Dolphins trying to pin the Bills deep, and Buffalo will have it at the 20, a 53-yard punt, a net of 33. Fields arguing where the ball went out of bounds. He's saying that he caught the corner, and this one Did not go into the end zone.
Yeah, it was very close, and this ball bounces inside, inbounds, and then if it goes outside the pylon, it's... Ooh. And it does. I think that ball is inside the 1 yard line. I don't think you can kick it any better than that, and I don't know, Cam Cameron, if you want to... You can't see it on that angle because it happens so fast. I think Fields has got a case.
Cameron with the red flag ready.
All right. If it goes outside the pylon, which right there it looks like it does go outside the pylon. That is so close. And they're not going to challenge it. Now the people down in that corner of the end zone are begging for a red flag, but I think it's a good time to keep it in your pocket.
And there it goes.
He threw it.
Cameron will gamble.
You know, and I thought like you, I think that ball did go out inside the outside the pylon, but I don't think we've got an angle enough, a good angle to show it. I think you still got them on 1st and 10 on their 20. They've had 3 straight 3-and-outs. Go ahead and let that pass.
.9:08 to play in the second quarter. Miami leading it 3-0. And there is a challenge on the field. The Dolphins challenging where the ball went out of bounds, or did it get into the end zone, or did it go out of bounds, is the challenge.
Bill Carollo will explain it to us. He might not. It might not be that that's an unchallengeable call on the field. The spot of the ball. And Dick Giron kind of smiling there. You got to think maybe he thinks he got away with one, because I think that was very, very close, and it's not challengeable.
So Buffalo takes over at the 20.
Not a reviewable play. First down.
So Buffalo takes over at the 20, 1st down and 10. For J.P. Lossman in this offense, and the Buffalo offense has struggled to find any kind of groove here in the first half. Lossman over the middle, and it's caught at the 26-yard line. No, incomplete pass intended for Lee Evans.
I'll tell you what, Gus, if I'm the Bills offense right now after 3 straight 3-and-outs, I put the ball in the midsection of Marshawn Lynch. You see there, Lee Evans trying to get open over the middle. I put the ball into the midsection of Marshawn Lynch, pull it back out, and throw it down the field.
Michael Lehan knocking that one away. J.P. Lossman is 0 for 4. The Bills have 15 yards in total offense. 2nd down, Marshawn Lynch. Lynch crosses the 20, gets up to the 21.5 maybe. A 2-yard gain. Channing Crowder, first contact. And that's what we're seeing with this Miami squad. Yes, folks, they are 0-8, but they're a deceiving 0-8. They've lost 4 games by 3 points. They play so hard, especially on defense. And if they can catch some breaks, just get a little lucky, things may turn around for this franchise. And
make no mistake, the Bills did their best, the coaching staff did their best to make sure the Bills didn't come in here thinking they were facing an 0-8 team, but it's hard.
3rd down and 8. Lossman with time to the sideline. And it is caught. Josh Reed at the 40. Very nice throw and a good catch. And it's a gain of 18.
The Dolphins came with a lot of pressure. Look at all the guys coming. 6 guys on the rush. Lossman still has lots of time. Got a guy around his feet at the bottom, and Reed on the outside. And I think his foot's out of bounds. I think Reed didn't get his foot in bounds, and I'll bet Cam Cameron is going to flag this, and he does.
That ball thrown a hair late by J.P. Lossman. And this time, Cam Cameron can challenge.
You know he can challenge this one. Yeah, this one can be challenged, and I think he's going to get it. I think Reed's toe hit out of bounds.
Miami is challenging the ruling on the field that it was a catch. We'll review the play.
8 minutes to play, second quarter. Miami up 3-0. A challenge on the field. Is he in or is he out? He looks out from here.
I got to remember that.
Welcome back. Miami with a 3-0 lead, and the Dolphins are challenging whether or not Josh Reed had 2 feet inbound.
You see right there, that looks like, you see the line coming right up there, and it's just The tip of his toes on the white. And after getting denied the opportunity to challenge the field position on the punt, Cam Cameron, I think, wisely throws the red flag on that one.
Here's the decision.
They always tell you when it takes a long time, they're going to reverse it.
After reviewing the play, it's been determined the receiver's left foot was out of bounds. Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and 8 yards on the 23-yard line.
A very good
Miami
challenge.
is not charged a timeout. Please reset the game clock to 8:18.
You know, so far in this game, Gus, the Dolphins have looked invigorated after their bye week, and the Bills look like they need a nap, or they have had just awoken from a nap.
That's the thing. Everybody in Buffalo this week talked about how the Bills considered this a trap game, especially with what's coming up next week, taking on New England Sunday night. The game moved to prime time. Bills with an opportunity to go over 500 for the first time this late in the season since 2004. Taking on this Miami team, much better, Steve, than an 0-8 record.
And for the 4th straight series in this game, Buffalo is 1-2-3 and out.
Mormon sends it away, gets away a beautiful punt. And Ginn Jr. backpedaling, starts inside the 20. And goes over the 25 up to the 27, a 57-yard punt. A 6-yard return. Justin Jenkins with the special teams tackle. In pro football, emotion, so important. Cam Cameron, it's been a rough year.
I'm telling you, Gus, every little thing starts to add up. When you're down, all you need is one good play, one series, one little turnaround like that, and then another one happens, and another one, and another one, and pretty soon you are winning games.
So Lemon takes over, 1st down and 10 at the 26. 8:07 to go. Lemon 6 of 8, 35 yards. Play action. Lemon sets up. Chapman screen with blockers. Flags on the play. There goes Jesse. Jesse Chapman down the sideline. He steps out of bounds at the 41, but there is a flag. A 32-yard run.
An illegal guy down the field. One of the offensive linemen released too quickly.
Ineligible lineman, illegally downfield. Number 66. 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
It's Rex Hadnot.
Yeah, that's tough for an offensive lineman when they know that play is going to be out there and they've got to it's their job to release and get out there. The timing gets a little bit messed up in the backfield, and the offensive linemen don't know it. They just go on their mental clock. You see he's right there down the field, right in front of the lineman, or right in front of the back, and he's all the way downfield, and you can't be all that way down there when the ball is thrown. It's a hard play to execute because you do it in practice, Gus, and it always works good. The timing's right. The offensive linemen get used to that timing. And then if Cleo Lemon holds on to it for a fraction of a second longer, the play's a penalty.
1st down and 15 at the 21. Here's Lemon rolling out of the pocket, throws on the run. Nice catch and throw. Ted Ginn Jr. with the reception in front of Terrence McGee. And that is a gain of 13 yards.
And that was a nice route by Ginn. I mean, Cleo Lemon rolling out, using his wheels to get outside, and threw that ball on the money. And they made that look easy. I mean, that's the kind of route that I think that Cleo Lemon needs to throw more of. When the receiver breaks out of that route, he's coming right back towards the quarterback down the stem of that route. And that's an easier throw for a quarterback to make instead of one of the timing passes down the field.
Right now, in terms of Lemon's development, he's only reading, according to the Bills, 1/2 of the field. 2nd and 3. Chapman. And he is wrestled down by Kelsey and Williams. But Jesse Chapman is already having a fine start to his day.
Well, we knew he was going to have a big role in this game plan. You see here the big 23-yard gain and up inside against the Bills, making guys miss tackles. I'm telling you, if a defense doesn't get him in the backfield, he is really difficult to bring down because he will break tackles. And I think breaking tackles is the most underrated skill in the NFL.
Season high, 81 yards, 3rd and 3 though for Miami at the 33. Chapman in the backfield. Now Peel lines up with him. Leifeg, Lemon sidesteps, throws on the move, incomplete. Looks like he had a man, but David Martin couldn't hold on, and the Dolphins have to punt it away.
Well, he was getting chased in the pocket. Watch as Schobel comes up, does the spin move, gets right in his face, and that's what blows the play up. Lemon is forced to go to his left and throw back with his right arm. That's a tough throw for a quarterback. Kyle Williams also out there getting in his face. Great job by Aaron Schobel. He won't get any credit for anything that happens in the stat sheet, but he's the guy that made that play.
And Roscoe Parrish is back deep. He's a dangerous man, leads the NFL in punt return average at 19.2 per game. At a 74-yard punt return for a touchdown against Denver. Here's Roscoe playing with the tender thigh. Oh, and he gets waxed. Edmund Miles. 53-yard punt, 5-yard return, a flag on the play. And this could be a very interesting call. Helmet on helmet hit.
No, I think this
potentially.
This is back at the line of scrimmage. I think it's an illegal guy down the field, and they're going to have him punt this again. This is one of the great things about the NFL, Gus. I think a good team like the Bills on special teams.
Ineligible player on the kicking team, number 50, illegally downfield before the kick. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, 4th down.
Yeah, the guy who made the tackle was down the field early, and this is huge, I think, for the Bills, because when you're, and believe me, I know I've covered a punt or two in my day. If you have to run down there and you really sell out on special teams, these guys go 100 miles an hour because they know they're coming off the field and they can get a drink and get some air when they come off. But now they got to go back out and do it. They just spent 100% of their energy on one punt coverage. Now they've got to do it again, and this is the time when you're really susceptible to giving up a big return. And I think that plays right into a team like Buffalo's hands with a great return game like they have.
So Roscoe at the 20. Brandon Fields, 30 punts this season, only 2 touchbacks. He has not dropped a punt inside the 20 in his last 12 punts. He stands inside his own 15-yard line. Parrish from the 18. Spinning. Uh-oh. He bounces it outside. And Parrish out of bounds at the 35. Chased out of bounds by Hagan. A 53-yard punt, a 19-yard return. 3-0 Miami, and here come the Bills.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Circuit City. For the hottest new technology, think Circuit City. And by Cisco. Welcome to the Human Network.
Welcome back. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line for the for the Buffalo Bills. As J.P. Lossman heads to the line of scrimmage. Miami has held the football for 18 minutes and 26 seconds. Buffalo, they've had it for only 5 minutes and 45 seconds.
You know, their defense is playing well, and they're going to be fresh because of that.
Lossman firing. Lee Evans. And Evans has it at the 42, a gain of 21. Allen with the tackle. Jason Allen.
Well, this is one of the things I think the Bills need to do. J.P. Lossman has had time in the passing game to throw this ball, and now the Bills have decided they're going to give their receivers a chance to run some routes that take a little longer to develop and force the secondary of the Dolphins to cover the entire field rather than just 10 yards down the field from the ball.
First down of the day for Buffalo. At the Miami 42. Marshawn Lynch with the lane. Marshawn Lynch still running, and he is finally dragged down at the 24, a gain of 18 yards. Allen again with the tackle in the secondary.
Well, there's 2 really good plays back-to-back by the Bills, and you'll watch Lynch is going to come in, and he's going to bounce out right through the gap in this defense. And you see great blocking up front. Walker takes Jason Taylor up the field and out of the play, and Lynch just cuts right up inside of him. And that's the running game that the Bills wanted to bring to bear in this game.
First down at the Miami 24 for Buffalo. Here's the pitch. Marshawn Lynch bottled up and ridden down. He'll gain a couple. Worrell bottom of the pile.
The entangle, man. I'll tell you, you see these guys stack up in every running play. You almost take it for granted, but a guy like Marshawn Lynch and today Jesse Chapman get stacked on by guys like Jason Taylor in that defense. I mean, Chapman's got 15 carries already, and Marshawn Lynch, you know he's going to get his chance. But the Buffalo offense finally putting it together with a couple of plays back-to-back.
2nd down and 8 at the 22. Lossman in the end zone. He has a man, and it's picked off. Will Allen. He'll run it out of the end zone. Get to the 10-yard line. Nicely done. J.P. Lossman throwing the interception, and Miami has it again.
And it was underthrown. He tried to go to the back of the end zone. Evans was open. Look at that great route. He runs and hits it right there. The ball's got to be out here, and it's not. He throws the football short to the front of the end zone. That ball's got to be at the pylon. You see there, Evans asking for the ball clear out here. He wants the ball in the back of the end zone, and the ball's underthrown. And that was the most promising drive the Bills have been able to put together here in the first half, and it's snuffed out by the big play by Allen. This Dolphins secondary been riddled with injuries. They lost 2 safeties. They had started 5 different free safeties in the first 5 games of the year, and now finally starting to get it together.
1st down at the 9-yard line. Chapman. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage to Giorgio with the tackle. And Buffalo does not give away too many points, Steve.
Not after giveaways. And you see there 10 points. That'll be surprising here. I mean, the Dolphins have got to go 91 yards to get some points, or at least a touchdown. But the Bills have been good after giveaways, and that's a big part of the reasons that they've been able to climb back into a positive season. They're back to 4-4 after the 0-3 start. Turnovers in this defense has been the reason why.
Dick Duran knew this would be a difficult task. He said, they can beat us, and we know it, especially if we don't come out and play well early. 2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line. Lemon buying time, throws across his body, and he has his receiver at the 20-yard line. Very nice catch by David Martin. Dante Whitner with the stop, but it's a gain of 11.
Well, that's a first down as Martin's going to come all the way across the field. You'll see the linebackers, and they kind of forget about him. Nobody's on him. He catches the ball in front of Whitner and leans for the first down. And that's why Cleo Lemon, I think, is a pretty good fit right now, and that's why it's a good play call for him, is to get him outside, keep his eyes down the field, and let him find somebody.
Martin with 3 catches for 25 yards. 1st down at the 20. Play fake. Lemon with time underneath. Chapman out of the backfield, trying to make something happen. And DeGiorgio with the stop, a 4-yard pickup. Takes us to the 2-minute warning. Miami, they have Buffalo right where they want them. 2 minutes to go, up 3-zip. Coming up on the Sprint Halftime Report, join JB, Dan Shannon, Boomer, and Coach C for all the latest NFL scores and highlights. That's coming up on the Sprint Halftime Report. 2nd and 6 of the 24 for the Dolphins. Up 3-zip, 2 minutes to play in the first half. Leo Lemon, draw play, Chapman spinning, and Chapman gets to this 27. Angelo Crowell with the tackle, and it's a gain of 4.
Once again, breaking a tackle in the backfield to get the extra yards. That was going to be no gain. Instead of 3rd and 9, it's going to be 3rd and 2.
They get the 28-yard line for Chapman.
That's
closing in on 100 yards. He has 85 yards rushing in the first half.
That's a big stat. That's a big stat, the rushing, and that's the big one. That's going to come back to haunt the Bills, the time of possession. 20 minutes already.
3rd down and 2. Lemon throwing up top, and it's incomplete. Jabari Greer defensively for Buffalo, and there is an injured Dolphin on the field.
That's Martin.
He came down hard.
Got poked in the eye. You can see there that Bills trading staff.
Marty Booker The receiver.
Jabari Greer, they both go up for it. And,
ooh. Yes, he did.
Yep.
Grab his face mask. Marty Booker on the field. A minute 21 remaining. Back after this.
To the ground, grabs his face mask. There's no call there. There might have, could have been.
So the Dolphins have to punt it away. There's Roscoe Parrish.
I think, Gus, if this half finishes like it is right now, the Bills have got to feel very fortunate, particularly offensively, that they're only down 3 points if it finishes like this.
Still with an opportunity. Field sends it away. High spiraling kick. Parrish inside the 20 with a lane, and he goes out of bounds at the 35. A 54-yard punt and a 17-yard return. Donnie Spragan on special teams for Miami. Coming up on the Sprint Halftime Report, join JB, Dan, Shannon, Boomer, and Coach Cowher for all the latest NFL scores and highlights. It's all coming up on the Sprint Halftime Report. And everybody's talking about the Colts and the Patriots, but one team they're not talking about is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I feel that the Steelers can beat both of those guys.
I agree. I agree. The Steelers are the most physical team in football right now, and they make plays. And you see here the first 5 possessions for the Bills.
No plays.
No plays at all. And now with 1:10 left in the half and 2 timeouts, they've got a chance to get some points here before halftime, but they're going to have to throw it to do it.
First down, J.P. Lossman underneath, and Parrish unable to hold on at the 40.
And there you see Lossman looking out there. They have not looked good at all in the first half on offense. You see here Parrish coming out. This is the catch you got to make. Tough catch, yes, but that's a catch you got to make. And right now Lossman is not getting help from any of his receivers. You got a little help from Evans on one, but he's made a couple of bad throws, and he needs somebody to make a play for him to get this offense on track.
J.P. Lossman, 1 of 8, 21 yards. 2nd and 10. Now Lossman goes up, and it's caught. And this time it's Reed with the football at the 45. He gains 11 yards.
And that is a first down. 51 and counting with 2 timeouts. They need to get to the 35-yard line to have a legitimate shot at 3 with Ryan Lindell, the kicker.
Lossman again. All day to throw, and this time he's sacked. He held it too long. Jason Taylor gets him. First sack of the day for the Miami Dolphins.
And you got to use a timeout here for the Bills to stop the clock with 33 seconds. Is a good timeout, but you're right, Josh. You can say what you want, but Lossman had nobody to throw to. Great coverage by the Dolphin defense.
Welcome back. 33 seconds remaining. Miami with a 3-0 lead. 2nd and 13 at the 43. Lossman in the shotgun. Now J.P. Lossman over the middle. Lee Evans looking for running room, slides down, and he's close to the first down. He should have it.
He does get it. The Bills use their second timeout, and that's about 9 yards shy of their outer limits. Now, if there's no time on the clock, obviously, if you got 1 play left, you'll try a 60-yarder or whatever. But you see that guy, Jason Taylor, who just got that nice sack along with Lee Evans. Tell you what, 0-8 or not, Miami's got some guys. And that's it, the 36-yard line. That's where you think, man, you got a shot of making this. It's right there. And if they can get to that spot right along this line, they're gonna try it. Now, obviously, like I said, they got 6 seconds left. They got 1 play. Hey, the Oakland Raiders tried a 64-yarder last week with Sebastian Janikowski, and he doinked it off the upright. Ryan Lindell's got a good leg. He's had a very good year, but it's a long kick.
Still a lot of time, 24 seconds. Buffalo out of timeouts. First down at the 44. Here comes a blitz. Lossman trying to buy time. Lossman reverses his field, pitches it out. Royal, and he's tripped up and taken down. Will Allen. And Royal is out. Clock still running.
There's a flag down in the secondary. Now we're going to have a big deal to sort out, and now we've got a down player as well. And this is, I don't know, you're trying to make something happen as a quarterback to Robert Royals, but by the same token,
Holding number 29, defense prior to the pass. Be a 5-yard penalty, an automatic first down.
and you saw Bill Carollo just called defensive holding in the secondary prior to the pass, and that's enormous for the Buffalo Bills. What a huge play, a huge break for the Bills offense, because it's a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down, and gives them a chance inside the 40-yard line. This is in the back. It's called right there. This is Daniels, and this is the play right here. He's grabbing Roscoe Parrish, and it gets called.
So Travis Daniels, third year from LSU, called for the penalty. Robert Royal up on his feet now, walking over to the Buffalo sideline. He came down hard. Will Allen took his feet out. So the Bills will have the football. Right now it's being marked at the 44.
With 6 seconds left on the game clock. You're not going to try a 62 or 3-yarder. Yeah, I think you go with your end of the game scenario. You go for the big touchdown. You try and get it down inside.
Second runoff, because we had a penalty on the play, and the clock was not running. It'd be first down and 10 for Buffalo.
What happens, Robert Royals was injured, and if inside of 2 minutes, if you have an injury and you have the football, it's a 10-second automatic runoff. But since there was the penalty on the play, Buffalo is not charged with that penalty. And otherwise, the half would be over.
And now the ball has been moved inside the 40-yard line from the 44 to the 39-yard line on the penalty.
Still a little outside Lindell's range. And Buffalo's got a decision to make. I think you got to go for the end zone unless you feel like you can get the quick out for 5 yards and maybe try it. But 6 seconds, that's borderline. That is a really, really tough play to execute. And you know the Dolphins are going to give you the middle of the field.
Osman in the shotgun. Flag on the play.
Illegal procedure.
Prior to the snap, false start. Number 11, offense. 5-yard penalty, first downs.
Roscoe Parrish. So they move it back to the 44 with 6 seconds to play in the first half.
And it looks as though the Bills are spreading it out. They're going to send guys deep. And the Dolphins are going to go with a base defense, rush 3 players, and then just try and cover the Bills. Look for them maybe to try and keep it alive with a lateral of some kind if they can't get out of bounds inside field goal range.
Osman does have a strong arm, and he fires it.
Got it. There was a second left on the clock, but it times out, and that's the end of the half. It's a nice effort, but it's not going to work. They couldn't stop the clock in time.
That's the end of the first half.
Yep.
And that's the end of the first half with the score. Miami 3, Buffalo nothing. 87 yards rushing in the first half. The Dolphins defense has stopped Marshawn Lynch, and they've also been able to come up with big plays, timely plays, with this interception in the end zone. The Miami Dolphins lead the Buffalo Bills at halftime 3-0 here at Dolphin Stadium. Gus Johnson along with Steve Tasker for Miami. We have told you that they've caught some bad breaks this season, but they continue to always play hard, and the first half is a perfect example.
Yeah, they really have played hard, and their running game is still a formidable weapon against anybody, and particularly the Buffalo Bills, who are a speed defense. The Miami Dolphins have had a chance with a 3-point lead to grind it out and keep Chapman involved. They haven't depended too much on Cleo Lemon, and that's been the difference in this game. Buffalo has played pretty well defensively, but offensively, they could have just taken a knee in the first half and been the same as what they've done. 97 total yards of offense. They've got to play better on offense, Buffalo does, if they expect to win this game or even have a shot at it in the second half.
In terms of this Buffalo team, they are not playing so far with the sense of urgency that Coach Duran talked about with us yesterday.
Well, certainly not. The offense certainly hasn't.
And a reminder, this game is brought to you in high def here on CBS.
That first half, Miami held the ball for 20 minutes and 48 seconds, only got 3 points out of it, but sooner or later the Buffalo defense is going to have to get them off the field.
Anthony Thomas from the 30-yard line, and he's taken down at the 33, a 10-yard return. So J.P. Lossman comes back on. Greg Camarillo with the tackle as we take a look at the halftime stats.
Well, and every single one of them is in the side of the Miami Dolphins, and for good reason. They played hard. Their running game was all they needed it to be. They got the turnover from Buffalo and the time of possession, because that late in the game is really going to be a factor.
First down and 10 at the 38-yard line for Buffalo. And they hand it off Marshawn Lynch. Lynch trying to bounce it outside, and he is dragged down. Joey Porter held on, and it's only a 2-yard gain.
I haven't called Joey Porter's name very much. We spoke to Cam Cameron. Porter's gotten a lot of heat in Miami. He came over from the Steelers, signed a big contract. But here was a guy who played a lot on the line of scrimmage in Pittsburgh. Now he's playing off in a 4-3 defense. But in the last 3 weeks, Cam Cameron said it's starting to click for Porter, and they're expecting a lot more out of him as the season wears on.
Second down and 8 at the 40. Now Lossman to the sideline, and it's caught. Marshawn Lynch out of the backfield, and Joey Porter wrestles him down, but it's a first down for the Bills, a gain of 9.
Porter once again on coverage, and that's not an, you talk about Porter trying to cover Marshawn Lynch. It's not easy to go from a 3-4 defense where you're the guy rushing the passer and doing all this stuff, disruptive stuff, to beat a linebacker in a 4-3 defense, because you drop into coverage more. They pick their spots more when they want you to rush the passer, but Joey Porter is too great a player not to make that adjustment.
First down at the 49. Lossman pulls it down, scrambling, and Lossman shovel pass, and it's caught. Wow. J.P. Lossman taking some chances, folks. That's Josh Reed, and it's a gain of 12.
That was the longest option pitch I've ever seen. Look at this. That's a Brett Favre play right there, right to Josh Reed. That's a 10-yard forward flip that Josh Reed was there to get. And that, I'll tell you what, though, you got to do something. The Bills were they struggled so badly in the first half. They've got to get something going offensively to help that defense and keep them off the field.
First down at the 39. Dwayne Wright is checked in at running back for the Buffalo Bills. Here's Wright, and he's tackled once again by Joey Porter. No gain on the play.
And that's it. You see, we spoke. Cam Cameron said Porter's playing better, and here in this drive, he's already made 3 plays on the ball, playing that spot on the outside. I mean, there was nothing there, and he was the reason for it. Not only did he make the tackle, he was the reason the play was shut off from the beginning.
And Wright stays in the game. Second down and 9. Lossman to throw it. Lossman up top. Oh, incomplete. Michael Gaines just couldn't hold on, and he had a touchdown.
And that was a good throw by Lossman. Gaines has got to pull that in. If he does, you're right, Gus, that's a touchdown right down the middle of the field. They had 2 tight ends in. That's Neufeld at the top, the fullback, and then Gaines going right down the middle. Crowder and Porter, he squeezes right between them. That's a great play call, and Gaines, you got to think he wants to pull that in. Great play call there, and JP, that's one of the times he needed his guy to help him out.
Third down and 9. Missed opportunities for Buffalo. Here's Lossman. Hit as he throws incomplete. They brought pressure from the backside. Travis Daniels gets to J.P. Lossman.
And it just took a fraction of a second for that play to come unraveled, but he finally got there. And when Daniels arrived, it was right at the right moment. You'll see they're picked up. 3 defensive linemen come, a defensive back, and then a second defensive back from the far side. And he's just not accounted for. Great job there. Daniels gets the ball before it leaves Lossman's hands.
So Mormon will punt for the 5th time. Standing at the 47, Ted Ginn Jr. is at his own 10. Mormon angling this one toward the near corner. And wow, great special teams there. Terrific job, a 37-yard punt. John Wendling downs it. That play made possible by Justin Jenkins. Miami with a 3-0 lead, 11:48 to play in the 3rd quarter, and the Dolphins huddle up in their own end zone. They will be faced with a 1st down and 10 at the 2. As Jesse Chapman lines up in the backfield. Chapman with 87 yards rushing on 17 carries. And a quarterback sneak. Lemon trying to get some room for his offense to operate as he gets to the 5-yard line.
Just getting, you're right, Gus, little breathing space. I mean, wouldn't it be fitting in a game like this that if Buffalo get a safety, it's 3-2?
It's like a baseball score.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a smart play. Just get a little extra room. It's 2nd and 8. You don't lose that much, and it doesn't feel quite so bad that if you drop back to throw, you're halfway into your end zone.
2nd down and 7. Lemon throwing out of his own end zone. Finds Peel, the tight end, and he drops it.
Wow.
Tried to get his head around too quickly. And he drops that pass.
Well, both teams are dropping passes now, and the quarterbacks are making throws. That's a pass. I mean, you got to catch it. We've seen Roscoe Parrish, we've seen Gaines, now Peel. Drop passes are killing these quarterbacks and keeping the offenses from staying on the football field. And for a quarterback like Cleo Lemon, who is on shaky ground to come into this game, he needs all his guys to play well around him.
Now he's faced with a 3rd down and 7 at the 5. Dolphins 3 of 9 on 3rd down conversions. Play action. Lemon. Oh, he's sacked. Kelsey.
It's 3-2.
And it's 3-2. That's a safety. Chris Kelsey drops Cleo Lemon in the end zone, and we have a 3-2 game. You're scaring me, partner.
Well, Kelsey's going to come off. It's a great pass rush. The play action doesn't get it. He keeps Chapman off his legs, and Lemon makes the mistake of pump faking it in his end zone. Both defensive ends collapse on him, Schobel and Kelsey. And we have a 3-2 game, Gus.
Buffalo finally getting on the board.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. With Southwest Airlines' convenient nonstop flights, it's like having your own company plane. MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. And by Cadillac. Introducing the all-new 2008 Cadillac CTS.
Welcome back to Dolphin Stadium. Brandon Fields will punt it away. 3-2 our score, a safety by Chris Kelsey. And the Bills are on the board. Roscoe Parrish, the returner from his own 20. And Parrish crosses the 40 and gets close to the 45, a 25-yard return. Pope with the tackle. Let's take another look at the sack and safety.
And this is it. Kelsey steps around the block by Chapman, and then Lemon pump fakes. You can't do that in your own end zone. You got to get rid of it at all costs. I know the guy was in your face. Throw it into the ground, do something. Take the penalty, not the safety. Great job by both defensive ends of the Bills, because Schobel was coming in from behind as well.
And the Dolphins catch another bad break. Jason Taylor is on the bench with an ankle injury. His return is questionable. First down and 10 at the 44. Marshawn Lynch trying to get outside, and he will not. Channing Crowder, the middle linebacker, in for Zach Thomas today, comes up and makes the tackle, and that's a loss of 1.
And those linebackers, Porter is out there as well. They're really pursuing now hard, and you see there Porter forces it outside, and then the rest of the guys rally to the football. Marshawn Lynch trying to get back to the line of scrimmage and make something happen, but the running game has been difficult today for the Buffalo Bills.
Second down and 11 at the 43. Lynch, 11 carries, 39 yards. Lossman in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Here comes a blitz. Lossman gets rid of it. Oh, almost picked off again. Will Allen had 2 hands on the football and a touchdown in front of him. If he could have held on.
Well, J.P. Lossman gets a break here. They come with the blitz up on the inside. Lossman sees it and tries to get away. Channing Crowder's all over him, and Lossman tries to throw it away and just barely tries hard enough.
So that brings up third down and 11 at the 43. The Bills are 0 for 5 on third down conversions. J.P. Lossman in the shotgun. 3-receiver package. And Lossman steps up in the pocket, pulls it down and goes down at the 40. Joey Porter with the sack. Second sack of the day for the Miami Dolphins. And the Buffalo Bills continue to flounder on offense.
Yeah, and J.P. looking downfield. You saw it, his eyes always looking downfield. One thing he does not do that maybe Trent Edwards does is look at his checkdowns. You see both receivers coming off the ball. Right there, the ball should be out. Lee Evans is covered there by the deep safety. You can't throw that football in there. And Lossman had nobody, didn't look for his check down, and got sacked.
Again, Jr. will let this one go over his head and into the end zone. So Miami will have it at the 20, a 60-yard punt, a 40-yard net. J.P. Lossman, very frustrating day. 3-2, Miami. Veterans Day here in Miami. And so far, we have a very tight defensive game. 3-2, the Dolphins lead it. Chapman running. Terrence McGee trying to bring him down. Can't. Chapman carrying blue jerseys with him on his way to the 29-yard line. That's a 9-yard gain. Crowell and McGee with the tackle.
That's been really effective for the Dolphins. They put the play side to the left and hand it to Chapman, and then he bounces it back to the right and really puts pressure on the backside contained for the Bills defense. And if there's one guy that misses or if he has trouble making the tackle, all of a sudden it's 2nd and 1.
Chapman with the big first quarter. Now he has 18 carries for 96 yards. 2nd and 1 at the 29. Here he is again. And once again, he finds a crease, gets to the 36. Keith Ellison with the tackle, a gain of 7.
We could be seeing a little bit of wear and tear on the Bills defense. They've been on the field an awful lot today, and this is a big play right up the middle, sealing off the backside defensive linemen so they can't move down the line and fill those gaps. And Chapman just tucking the football away.
And he goes over the 100-yard mark now, 103 yards rushing for Jesse. First down at the 36. Play fake, Lemon rolling out of the pocket, throws across his body, incomplete. Again, Jr., the intended receiver, Jabari Greer, right in his hip pocket.
Well, we told you that the Dolphins can really run the football, and look at this. Including today, they've got a 100-yard rusher in consecutive games. 7 games. The Vikings have got it. And that's team rushing, not just one guy. But it says something about their ability in their offensive line, who has really come together and have been the strong, and then maybe the bright spot in what's been a dismal season so far here in Miami. There are some positive things even so.
2nd down and 10. Lemon sets up a screen. That didn't fool anybody. Buffalo sitting on the play. I tell you what, the Buffalo Bills, they've played well this season, especially after losing those 3 games. They have to get their energy back. This is an important game. Everybody in Buffalo knows it's a trap game, and they're playing like it's a meaningless game. They are not playing with energy, especially on the offensive side.
Well, on the offensive side, you're right. I mean, they've got to do something offensively to get something going, and quickly.
This Miami team, they will not quit. They play hard. Not a lot of talent on this side of the ball, but they refuse to go away. 3rd and 10. Here's Lemon over the middle, and it's caught. Not enough for the first down, however, and that's Martin with the catch. On 2nd and 10, they get 9.
And once again, they're just shy of the first down. They're going to have to go for it again on 4th down, and they're not going to huddle. They're going to step up to the ball. Now they will huddle up, but they're still going to go for it. And I think you got to, Gus. You got a 1-point lead. But given the quality of their run game and that offensive line, Gus, it doesn't feel like that much of a gamble for the Dolphins.
Last time they tried to draw Buffalo offside. Empty backfield. And Lemon diving over the pile, showing his athleticism.
Little bit of a roll of the dice. He holds the ball out in one hand to get the first down, and he gets it. And somebody tried to swat it out of there, and he kept a grip. But watch how he holds out one hand. If somebody swats that away, that's a fumble. But he held on to it. But it's too late for the Bills defense. You knew as soon as they ran the back out of there in motion what it was going to be. And right there, if that could have gotten swatted out of, that's a really risky play by Cleo Lemon, but it paid off.
Cleo Lemon surfing the crowd, surfing the line of scrimmage. 1st down and 10 at the 47. Now Chapman lines up in the backfield all by himself. Lemon stumbling, and he's covered up. Ryan Denny. Lemon tripping as he pulled out.
Yeah, one of the linemen were coming up. They were going to pull for a running play to the left, and one of the guard on the right side stepped out so quickly to pull. He tripped Lemon up as he tried to leave the center. Watch, well, right here at the bottom of his feet. See the lineman right there. Yeah, that's the left guard for the Dolphins.
Chris Lewinsky.
Lewinsky. And he just tripped up, and it happens so often. You know, that's when the quarterback goes down. It's always those offensive linemen that are trying to move around up front of him that trip him up.
2nd down and 14 at the 43. Here's a draw play. Chapman stop and start at the line of scrimmage, and he'll be tackled by DeGiorgio.
Well, now the Bills have got the Dolphins a little bit more where they want them on a 3rd and 13. So often the Dolphins have been in this long situation, Gus, as we've seen in this game. Look for them to throw the football and leave themselves 4th and 1.
Yes. They have no problems going for it. It's almost as if every trip is 4-down territory. 3rd and 13 at the 44.
I think when you're 0-8, Gus, 4-down territory enlarges quite a bit.
Here's Lemon, steps up in the pocket, throws down the seam. 1st down, Miami at the 35. Beautiful throw. Hagan with the reception, a 21-yard gain.
And that's a confidence booster for Cleo Lemon, because he stands tall in the pocket, finds his guy. Hagan goes up, makes a nice cut to the inside, and right down the middle of the field. Well executed pass play. Bills rushing 4 guys, but the ball came out on time, no time to get the sack, and it's a huge 1st down for Miami.
At the Buffalo 35. Chapman. And Chapman already over 100 yards, stopped by Terrence McGee. Picks up 3. So for all you fantasy league guys out there, if you had Jesse Chapman on your roster, he has 21 carries, 107 yards, no touchdowns.
Yeah, nobody's got a touchdown in this one.
That's right.
But this is once again, the Dolphin offense refusing to say die, staying on the football field, and really winning the game just because of that fact.
11th play of the drive that started at the Miami 20. They've eaten up 5 minutes and 12 seconds. 2nd and 7. Play action. Lemon Incomplete. Wow, he had a receiver. That's Marty Booker. That ball underthrown.
He was there. It would have taken a really nice throw to get there. That's a long throw down to the goal line from about the 35-yard line to get that on a rope. But you're right, Gus. That play was there. Booker made a nice hesitation move on the far side, working against Terrence McGee, and came open right at the goal line. As you see there around the league. And look at that guy. I can't believe Brett Favre is still.
Awesome.
But in this game, both these clubs, the Dolphins and the Bills, are one play away from putting this game away.
3rd down and 7 at the 32. Leo Lemon on the move. Has some running room, rather, and he gets out of bounds at about the 23-yard line, a 9-yard gain for the young man out of Arkansas State.
There's Ted Ginn up on the top. He's going to get loose. Looks and wants the ball bad and never gets looked at. Comes wide open after faking like he was going to block, and then just busts up the sideline, puts the hand up asking for the ball, and Cleo Lemon never saw him.
But Lemon did pick up a 1st down at the Buffalo 22. 3:30 and counting to go in the 3rd quarter. Beal in motion. Chapman. And Chapman. Maybe the 21 before being dropped.
Really effective drive, and you can't say enough about this Dolphin team. I mean, they're coming here in 0-8, coming off the bye week. They've had more injuries than any team you can name to starters. They've lost their best player in Zach Thomas, or one of their leaders. They got a brand new head coach for a first-time head coach, a brand new offense. They lost their starting quarterback, lost their franchise running back, and they come out and they play hard.
2nd down and 10. Lemon shovel pass. Chapman breaking tackles, gets inside the 15-yard line. DeGiorgio with the tackle, but it's a gain of 8 yards.
And this is well played. Chapman's going to get the pass right here. He's going to move out and then just come under, catch it with a little space, and makes one guy miss a tackle and gets 9 yards on the play.
It's 3rd down and 2 at the 14. Mawia, Chapman in the backfield. First time the Dolphins have been in the red zone today. Here's the pitch. Chapman squares his shoulders and pushes the pile forward and gets to the 11. Terrence McGee with the tackle. Close to the 1st down.
And that what we've been talking about all day, Gus, the time of possession. The Bills defense has been on the field the entire game. It feels like their offense has only taken some token snaps.
And look at the time of possession, Steve. The Dolphins have held it for 28 minutes and 55 seconds. The Bills have had the football for only 13 minutes and 37 seconds.
Well, you can't win if your offense can't get the football. And the Bills offense hasn't done anything with it when they've had it. That's been part of the problem as well.
And that defense huffing and puffing now. Whitner trying to get them together, saying, come on, guys.
And I'll tell you what, this Bills defense have done everything right. I mean, they've only given up 3 points, and they've scored 2.
No help from the offense at all.
You can't ask your defense to do any more than the Bills defense has already done in this game. They've already played more than half the game, more than they normally would in a full game, and we're still in the 3rd quarter.
They've held it for 8 minutes and counting on this drive, the Miami Dolphins, from the 12. And this time it's Cobbs. He won't go far. DeGiorgio defensively for Buffalo.
You know, it gets to the point, Gus, you think about how this game's going for Buffalo, and they need a spark. And with the things that have happened with their quarterbacks, Trent Edwards, J.P. Lossman, and you want to get a spark going, maybe Dick Giron says, I'm going to put Trent Edwards back in the game because I know he'll complete 7 of 10 of all of his passes. Even if they are short, we've got to get the football moving. Maybe he does pull the trigger, and next time out, put Trent Edwards in the game.
He needs a spark. 2nd down and 9 at the 11. Lemon drops it off. Peel fighting, dives forward and gets to the 5. Keith Ellison held on.
Well, I'll tell you, you can feel it. The Miami fans, the Miami players, they want a touchdown so badly. You feel like in this game, Gus, the team that scores a touchdown is going to win this game, and the Dolphins can smell it.
Reminds you of when the Bills played the Jets a couple of weeks ago.
That's right. They got the big play from Lee Evans on the long pass from J.P. Lossman that put that game away, even though there was a lot of time left. Just felt like that was going to do it.
18th play of the drive. For the Dolphins, they've eaten up 9-10. 3rd and 3 at the 5. Lemon scrambling. Lemon heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Theo Lemon's just going to break contain, Gus, and when he crosses the goal line, it's the most relieved cheer you will ever hear out of this Miami Dolphins crowd. He breaks contain, and they're not going to get him. Right there, he knows he's going to get in.
Cleo Lemon caps off an 80-yard drive with the 5-yard touchdown run.
18
False
play
start,
drive.
66 offense, 5-yard penalty. Replay the try.
Miami holds the ball on the drive for 9 minutes and 45 seconds. Very impressive.
And the Bills defense is just worn out.
Extra point up and good. Cleo Lemon showing some leadership qualities, and Miami takes a 10-2 lead. The Dolphins go on an 18-play, 80-yard drive, holding the football for close to 10 minutes. Cleo Lemon with his 4th rushing touchdown of the season, most in the NFL by a quarterback, as he scrambled 5 yards, and now the Dolphins will send it away.
Man, you think Jay Feely will not kick this ball deep to Terrence McGee. What he's going to do is that what they've been doing is kicking it high and short out to about the 30-yard line and forcing the upbacks to catch this football.
Oh, this time he does kick it deep. McGee. And McGee diving forward and gets to the 35. That's a 22-yard return. So J.P. Lossman back on the field. It's been an awful day for him. Let's see if he can respond.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by GMC, official vehicle of the NFL and proud supporter of those who want it more. And by the new Triple Dip Strips from KFC. They're good.
We want to thank the MetLife Blimp for providing aerial coverage of all the drama below. Look for Snoopy 1, Snoopy 2, and Snoopy 3 when they pass through a town near you. First down and 10 at the 34-yard line for the Bills. And they have worked themselves into a hole. Dolphins lead at 10-2. Bills with only 117 yards in total offense. The Dolphins have 228. Lossman firing. And caught at the 45-yard line. And that's Lee Evans laying out to make a catch. And it's a gain of 20. Last couple of weeks, Bills have been good in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and you started here with J.P. Lossman coming in relief of Trent Edwards, throwing the big play to Lee Evans, who makes the play at the other end to put that game away. And then, of course, last week, Marshawn Lynch with the big breakout game, breaking the 53-yarder for the touchdown late to put that game away.
First down at the 46. Here's Lynch. And Marshawn Lynch stood up and finally taken down by Joey Porter. It's a 2-yard pickup. Let's take a look at the numbers in the 4th quarter for Buffalo.
And the last 2 games, 27 points for and 0 points against. They're going to need to continue that, obviously, to have a chance in this game, as we're just getting underway in the 4th quarter.
Lossman, 7 of 17, 103 yards for Dick Duran. No touchdowns, obviously, and an interception. 2nd and 8 at the 44. Marshawn Lynch, the single setback. Here's Lossman. Looking over the middle, caught. Lee Evans, 1st down Buffalo. And he gets to the 32. It's an 11-yard gain. Crowder, the middle linebacker, with the tackle.
And one of the things that the Bills are doing now, they're not sending anybody deep. It used to be, it has been in this game that they've been sending a lot of guys deep, and then Lossman would have no one to check down to. Now everybody's running a route that looks like a check down route. Nobody was 15 yards down the field, including their big game breaker, Lee Evans.
Evans, 4 catches, 65 yards. Lossman sets up a screen. He has Marshawn Lynch, who is knocked out of bounds. After gaining 5 yards on the play, Quentin Moses pushes him out of bounds.
And the Bills had a screen set up to the left in Roscoe Parrish that looked like it was going to be one of those short passes with a screen pass to the other side, and then they sneak Lynch out the right side, and that's where Lossman throws it. A big misdirection, making the defensive backs think one thing and the front 7 for the defense think another.
2nd and 5 at the 28. Marshawn Lynch off the edge, and Lynch gets inside the 25. Looks like he's down to the 24. Jacksonville and Tennessee battling. Here's James Brown in New York.
Hey, guys, Titans have won 3 straight and 5 of the last 6, but take a look here. Vince Young hooking up with Justin Gage, splitting the defenders with that 20-yard strike. 10 plays, 67 yards. First touchdown toss by Young since September 24th. Jacksonville lead now down to 8 in the 4th. Back to Gus Johnson, Steve Tasker.
All right, JB, 3rd down and 1 of the 24. Quarterback sneak for Lossman and company. And the Bills should pick up the 1st down.
It's all going to be on where they spot. It looked like they got a good surge up front, but they had over a yard, almost full 2 yards to go.
And defensive tackle for Miami, Matt Roth, has a groin injury. He will not return.
And they're going to measure it. Now, it doesn't look like they've got enough. It's going to be very close. And I'll tell you guys, this, I think, is 4 down territory for the Buffalo Bills.
They bring the chains out.
I think they're going to be just a hair short.
And they are.
I think you go for it. I think you go for it right now. And Ryan Lindell is well within his length of field goal, but I think this is too important a game and too important a moment not to go for this. You're going to have to score a touchdown to win. Give your defense a chance to rest a little bit more and tell your offense at least you believe in them enough to get a 4th and 6 inches.
Here we go, 4th down. Maybe less than 6 inches. They're on their feet in Miami. J.P. Lossman at the line of scrimmage. Marshawn Lynch is the deep man. Now Lossman dives forward, and he may have it.
Yeah, it looks like he got it. And that's a nice quarterback sneak where he moves. Oh, they got I don't know about that spot. That looked like a very poor spot. I thought he got much further up. They set the football back after the official ran in. I thought that was a terrible spot. And they didn't get it. I don't think they got it. I thought he got that with that lunge, and the official didn't give it to him. I don't think he got it. Oh, he got it.
He got it. Or did he?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
First down. Boy, talk about a game of inches, a game of...
I thought he got it, but they moved the ball back on the spot. You see where the ball's marked right there. Watch as he goes forward. right down to the nth of an inch. And the Bills are still alive on this drive.
First down at the 23. Marshawn Lynch. And this Dolphins defense, Steve, is starting to really get stingy now, and the catalyst has been that man, Joey Porter.
That's right, and Cam Cameron, as we said, Joey Porter's been playing better in the last 3 weeks, but they have really been going. They played with fervor and vigor today. They played inspired football, been chasing the football. The pressure's been there on Lossman. The Bills have not given them too much. They had the one interception, not too many penalties, though, and the defense for the Dolphins has stepped up big time, led, I think, by that linebacking crew, Channing Crowder and Joey Porter.
Second down and 9 to the 22. Play fake. Lossman sprints out, fires this time. Gaines has it, dives forward and is down inside the 5. Michael Gaines holds on. Jason Allen, the safety, trips him up. That's a good call.
And this is a play that the Bills have not used the tight ends very much in this game. Lossman gets ahead of it. Gaines dropped one for a touchdown earlier today, but the big guy getting up the field. And that's an excellent call, but it's not over yet.
So the Bills are in the red zone for the first time today. They've been in the red zone 18 times this year, coming up with 6 touchdowns and 10 field goals. 33.3% touchdown percentage. First and goal at the 3. Out of the eye. Marshawn Lynch. And Marshawn Lynch leads forward, touchdown.
What a physical run down inside for Marshawn Lynch. Wow. The fact that they got that, Gus, on the first attempt really is going to help their psyche when they come back out on the field. If the defense for Buffalo can be fresh enough to get the ball back, that really helps the confidence.
And the Bills are allowing the offense to stay on the field. Looks like they will go for 2 in this situation.
Well, it's a chance to tie it up right now. You know, a field goal still wins it for them if they get the football, if they don't get this conversion. But it could tie it and put the pressure back on Miami if they get it.
So the 2-point conversion being attempted. Marshawn Lynch. Did he get in? Yes, he did.
He did get in.
And we have a tie ball game with 9:46 to play in the 4th quarter.
That gives you an idea of why Buffalo is so high on Marshawn Lynch. Those 2 runs could save this game and make this guy beloved in Western New York.
Marshawn Lynch not only with the rushing touchdown, also the 2-point conversion to tie the game up at 10 apiece. He now has 6 rushing touchdowns on the season. And we have a tie game at 10 apiece here in Miami. J.P. Lossman on that drive, 4 for 4, 55 yards. So the Bills send it away. Ginn Jr. starts from the 15. With the flag on the play. Look at him. Hit the sideline. Watch out. He's got sprinter speed. Whoa! But there is a flag. Touchdown. 86 yards. But the flag is standing at the 29.
The Bills gave up a touchdown on kick coverage a week ago against Cincinnati, and they do it here, although the penalty may bring it back.
Holding, number 83 on the return. 10-yard penalty. Receivers will keep the ball. First down.
Greg Camarillo, call for the hold. This one coming all the way back.
There we go. Buffalo, at any point this season, both on their touchdown earlier and in the 2-point conversion, when they have a critical rundown, they go behind those 2 guys, Derek Dockery and Jason Peters. It worked today.
First down and 10 now at the 19-yard line for the Dolphins. Lemon with time throws down the field, incomplete. Marty Booker. And that's one he'll be thinking about later on tonight.
You know, you think, and every time something bad happens to the Miami Dolphins, you think, well, that's why they're 0-8. But it's not just things like that. They've had some things go against them they didn't deserve. These, they do deserve. When you drop passes, and you have holding penalties on touchdown returns, those are the things that keep you from winning football games.
Booker with his second drop today. Second down and 10 at the 19. Cleo Lemon is improving quarter by quarter in this game. Looks a lot more confident throwing the football. Here's the handoff. Chapman running straight ahead. And Chapman crosses the 25, gets up to the 28, a 9-yard gain, and there's an injured player on the field. George Wilson makes the tackle.
That's Kiwaki Thomas for the Bills.
Kawaki in his 8th year out of Georgia Southern. He spent the 2005 season with these Dolphins. We'll step away. 9:13 to go. Tied at 10 apiece.
CBS is sponsored by Sprint, proud sponsors and avid fans of the NFL. LG, life's good. And by Acura. Acura, advance.
Welcome back. Game tied at 10 apiece. 9:05 to play. In the fourth, Gus Johnson, Steve Tasker with you. Miami with the football at the 28. 3rd down and 1 for Cleo Lemon.
Third down and 6.
False start, 70. Offense, 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That's L.J. Shelton. Call for the false start. Cam Cameron, first year as the head coach in Miami, coming over from San Diego, where he was a very successful offensive coordinator, coaching the likes of Antonio Gates, LaDainian Tomlinson, Drew Brees in the past, Phillip Rivers.
What do you think he's thinking? And last year it was so easy to win games with those guys, and now he's finding out as a head coach how difficult it is to win games in the NFL. Even today.
3rd down and 6 at the 23. Lemon throws, caught, 1st down, Miami. Chapman out of the backfield, and he gains 9 yards. This kid can play.
He really can. He's got good speed. He's got a good burst when he turns the corner. He's physical on the ball and strong. As he comes out, he runs a good route, catches the ball really well, turns it upfield. Trying to be covered by Ryan Denny there. They caught him on a game where they got a defensive end taking the back out of the backfield, and a guy as fast as Chapman, you got to get on him quick or you're going to get outrun.
Cleo Lemon starting to really find his rhythm. His confidence is growing. Look at how he's controlling the huddle. His leadership qualities on display. You can see this kid wants to be good. 1st down and 10 at the 32. Here's Chapman. And Chapman dragged down for a loss. Crowell knifing in and making the play.
Yeah, we spoke about it earlier in the game. In the task force, Angelo Crowell was going to have to do a nice job on Chapman. But Chapman's having a great day. That offensive line has really kept Crowell and the rest of the linebackers out of the mix in the running game, and that Chapman's really been the beneficiary of a great job up front by the Dolphin O-line.
7 minutes and 27 seconds to go. Chapman, 25 carries, 118 yards. 2nd down and 10. Here's Chapman, breaks it back, spinning. Bounces it outside. He couldn't keep his footing. He gains 4 on the play as John DeGiorgio comes up and makes the tackle.
You can see there that it's so difficult to tackle a guy. Watch how fast he spins right here. And you just can't grab him. He spins away from your grip, and that's, you know, also that's the difference. You spin so fast sometimes you lose your own balance, and that's what got him down on that play. It looked like he was going to get to the sideline and up the field.
That makes it 3rd down and 6 at the 36. Lemon in the shotgun. They need to go to the 42 for a 1st down. Miami 8 of 16 on conversions. Here's Lemon underneath. First down, Miami. Nicely done. Marty Booker holds on. Gains 12 yards.
I'll tell you guys, it's nice that they have a head coach like Cam Cameron who knows how to call a play that gets the football out of his quarterback's hand. Cam Cameron standing there knowing that he doesn't want Cleo Lemon to take a sack or pull the ball down and have something bad happen. Drop back and throw the football now right at a guy's body and get rid of it. And that's why they're being successful. That's why Cleo Lemon has gotten more and more confidence as this game has worn on.
And there was pressure on Cam Cameron to replace Cleo Lemon heading into the bye week with John Beck, their second-round pick out of BYU. But he chose to stay with Lemon, and right now it's paying off. Chapman dives forward, and he gets to midfield.
Just another long, sustained drive by the Dolphins, only just now getting to midfield, but just hanging on to the football, getting first downs. They've converted third down after third down, and with 5 minutes and 20 seconds in the fourth quarter remaining, this offense, I'll tell you what, they're going to be tired tomorrow because they've been on the field a lot today.
But the Buffalo Bills defense has to be tired. 2nd and 8 from midfield. They fake the pitch. Lemon rolls out. Throws on the run. Incomplete. Terrence McGee breaking it up at the last moment. And Marty Booker has just had problems hanging on to the football today.
Yes, he has.
He should have caught that ball.
It's costing him, too. The 3 drops have been crucial because they were all plays like this where you'd love to have them. This is a great defensive play. He might have pulled that in. We'll never know because McGee made the great play, but it brings up a 3rd and 8. And the Dolphins are 9 of 17 on third down conversions, better than 50% on the day. That's how you win, Gus. You don't go 0 and 8 when you're going better than 50% on third down.
So 3rd down and 8 for Cam Cameron. Huge play here. Miami wants to stay on the field. From midfield, Lemon out of the gun, steps up, wants to run. Lemon out of bounds, and he will not pick up the first down.
That was a big stop for the Bills defense. But it's not the end of the world for the Dolphins.
All right, folks, we have lost our cameras except for this low angle shot and a blimp shot. So that's the deal. And once we get them back, you'll know it.
Somebody unplugged our guys.
That's right. So Fields will punt it away. End over in Aussie kick. Parrish picks it up at the 10. Roscoe Parrish needs one block. Oh! Roscoe Parrish gets to midfield.
Well, you saw it all from up above. Roscoe Parrish, the kicking game for the Bills, has been great all year, and just when they need it, they get a big play from the former Hurricane.
A 40-yard run.
Life is busy.
The MetLife Blimp Snoopy 1 is providing today's aerial coverage of the game below. The Blimp travels over 60,000 miles a year to cover sporting events and television specials throughout the United States. And we got to give a huge thank you to our Blimp. It covered us during our time of need. We have our cameras back. First down and 10 at midfield. 40-yard punt return for Roscoe Parrish gives the Bills their best starting field position of the day. Marshawn Lynch running over the left side. He stood up and taken down. Vonnie Holliday, Roderick Wright, both in on the play.
Vonnie Holliday back in the game for the Dolphins after coming back from an injury.
Ankle.
He said this Bills team, he said they're hot coming in. I mean, that everybody noticed down here when you watch the Bills, this Marshawn Lynch, he's a steady back. He knew they were going to have their hands full. Vonnie Holliday coming in and talking to us on Friday, was really excited to be back in the lineup, and they've played well defensively.
2nd down and 8 at the 48 for J.P. Lossman. Game tied at 10. Lossman, broken play, and he just threw this one away. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 8 with 3:51 to go. Here's the situation, folks. The Buffalo Bills have won 3 in a row. They're looking to make it 4 in a row, with the New England Patriots coming into town to play a Sunday night game in Buffalo next week. The Miami Dolphins 0-8. They've lost 4 games by 3 points. This team has been courageous in terms of their effort, and they are in desperate need of some good news in Dolphins land. 3rd down and 8 at the 48. Bills 0 for 7 on conversion. Lossman sets up a screen. Marshawn Lynch with it. 1st down, Buffalo. A gain of 9 on 3rd and 8. And the Bills are getting closer to field goal range.
Now watch, when he comes down, he's going to, at the end of this run, after he gets the 1st down, the ball pops out. As to whether he was down or not, it doesn't really matter. That ball's out. Now the Bills end up with the possession. The ball comes out. You see there, Jason Peters grabs it and dives forward, and that's where the ball should be spotted, and the officials are talking about it right now. Jason Peters, the big left tackle.
Field is a fumble recovered by the offense. Offense 1st down.
And they did. They got the 1st down and the fumble recovery. Big Jason Peters running down, following the play, scooped it up. Former tight end. And you talk about these players, how gifted they are. This is a guy, he can outrun me.
Yep. And you're fast.
And
you're still fast.
I used to be really fast, but this guy weighs 330 pounds and he can outrun me. You see there, the ball pops out. Peters, whoop, right up into his chest. Knows what to do with it.
Undrafted tight end coming out of Arkansas, has become one of the premier left tackles in all of football. 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Marshawn Lynch running straight ahead, and Lynch dives and gets to the 31.
All right, you look at the Buffalo Bills and what's happened to them this season. They are in field goal range right now. They were in field goal range to put the game away against Dallas on Monday night, and they had the turnover. I think right now, if they put the ball in the air, they're crazy. They have got to get 3 points out of this. Just don't take a negative play right here. Let Ryan Lindell put the ball through the uprights. He's got a career long of 54. This would be about a 47 or 40, maybe a 49-yard field goal. Don't take a negative here. Don't put the ball in the air.
2nd and 6 at the 32. The Bills have gambled in the pass, and Marshawn Lynch gets inside the 30. To the 28, a 4-yard gain, and that should take us to the 2-minute warning. Our score: Miami 10, Buffalo 10. 2 minutes to play here in South Florida.
Hold on tight to your dream.
Introducing the all-new ultra-low emission Accord from the most fuel-efficient car maker in America. Because making the perfect car isn't just about the road, but rather everything beyond it. The all-new ultra-low emission Accord from Honda.
Iron Ripper, Terror, Slasher. I am Beowulf!
Beowulf, rated PG-13, in IMAX 3D, digital 3D, and theaters everywhere this Friday.
Let me upgrade you.
And let me upgrade you to the best channels in HD. Only on DirecTV.
Let me
Upgrade to 75 of the best channels in HD now. Only on DirecTV.
So I asked my dad where he wanted to go for his 60th birthday. Norway, he said, the land of our ancestors. We drank a pint at Ibsen's favorite pub. We sampled the local fare. We got new sweaters.
I feel like yodeling.
It was the trip of a lifetime, Dad said, until we went to the Hall of Records and discovered we were actually Swedish. 2 tickets to Stockholm, please?
Whatever your story is, your Citi card can help you write it. Citi, let's get it done.
This is Brian Waters. You don't have to be a chief to make a difference. Volunteer at UnitedWay.org. A little of you goes a long way.
What's turning husband against wife?
When you eat, it sounds like a garbage disposal full of drywall screws.
A new How I Met Your Mother, CBS tomorrow.
Coming up on the Subway postgame show, join JB, Dan, Shannon, Boomer, and Coach Cower for all the latest NFL scores and highlights. That's all coming up on the Subway postgame show. Gus Johnson, Steve Tasker with you. Game tied at 10. The Dolphins and the Bills from Dolphin Stadium here in Miami. Buffalo approaches the line of scrimmage, faced with the 3rd down and 2 at the Miami 28. Marshawn Lynch, the deep man in the backfield. They give it to the rookie. And he picks up the 1st down as he gets to the 25, a 3-yard gain. And this young man from Oakland, California is tough. Timeout on the field. 1:54 to go. Back after this.
What if your entire business could learn to minimize risks? Well, off the course anyway, because change happens. Zurich.
I'll start with the fans. I like those questions.
Coach, how does Coors Light deliver such awesome refreshment?
To do that, you've got to have protection.
Right, the Frost Brew Liner. It really protects that Rocky Mountain refreshment.
Would any coach say that's not genius?
There's not another coach in the National Football League that would say that. And if he did, he'd be wrong.
Word. Frost Brewed Coors Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Coach, he had 3 sacks of mini burgers in the first game.
And 5 sacks in the second ball game. So that's 8 sacks in 2 games.
They're mini burgers.
Super handling all-wheel drive. It's the most thrilling way to carve a corner. And it's only from Acura. Acura. Advance.
Take advantage of attractive financing on select Acura models for well-qualified customers.
Coming up on the Subway postgame show, join JB, Dan, Shannon, Boomer, and Coach Cower for all the latest NFL scores and highlights. That's all coming up on the Subway postgame show. Marshawn Lynch is on the bench for the Buffalo Bills. He went off. He is having some problems with his leg. Looks like he got twisted up as he came to the ground.
Watch his left leg right there as he gets rolled up on as he hit, and then right there and bent back over the pile.
Trying to walk it off on the sideline, Lynch, with a noticeable limp. .61 yards rushing for Lynch. Both teams charged a timeout in this situation.
Yeah, because Buffalo had the injury inside 2 minutes, and Miami had called the timeout to stop the clock. So they both get charged a timeout, even though it's only 1 stoppage.
1st down at the 25. And they give it to Anthony Thomas, replacing Marshawn Lynch. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. And Miami uses one of them, calling a timeout. Dolphins with 1 remaining. And they are in Lindell range.
It'll be a 42-yarder from here.
Ryan Lindell has made 10 straight field goals after missing 2 of his first 5 attempts this season. 9 game-winning field goals. The Buffalo Bills have lost 2 games this season. On the final play of the game,
you see there, Jason Taylor left the game earlier in the second half because of a twisted ankle, and he's not coming back in this game. He has not been in the game since then, but obviously he wants to be on the field. I saw him talking to his coaches during timeouts and stuff, and they're trying to keep his spirits up. He wants to be out there, but he just can't go. I mean, you need him for the rest of the season. You don't want to risk an ankle injury to Jason Taylor, your best player on defense, maybe your best player on the team.
So the Bills are faced with 2nd down and 10 at the 25. As they approach the line of scrimmage, Lossman. Anthony Thomas, the deep man. Play action, Lossman throws it, and it's caught. This is his tight end, Michael Gaines, and he picks up 9.
We thought for a moment he was going to pick up the first down, but he takes a step backwards and loses it. And Miami will use their final timeout right here. Watch J.P. Lossman loses his foot, gets tripped up by Anthony Thomas. Gaines is out there, expected to get hit right away. Can't get the first down.
Yeah, he saw a big Keith Traylor coming at 340 pounds, and he decided to take a step right there.
Whoop. Yeah.
Number 94.
94 had a little head of steam coming up.
Yes, he
Gaines
did.
Did the right thing getting out of the way of that, although Traylor might have pushed him past the first down marker. He had so much momentum. Keith Traylor, a big defensive tackle who's been doing it a long, long time.
16 years out of Central State in Oklahoma.
He is a great football player.
Two-time world champion with the Denver Broncos. So now J.P. Lossman and the Bills. 3rd down and 1. Ball at the 16-yard line. With 1:39 to go. Miami out of timeouts. Buffalo with 2.
And I think if the Bills can convert the 3rd down here, they will run this clock down as low as they can and try and kick the field goal to win the game on the last play of regulation.
Anthony Thomas remains in the backfield. Here's Thomas. 2 hands on the football.
Didn't get it.
And now Lindell comes onto the field.
And here's what the Bills will probably do. They're going to kick the field goal, but they're going to let this game clock run down. They'll take their second timeout with 1 second on the play clock and then run their guys out on the field and take their time and get this play. You see Dick Giron standing over on the far side next to the official, and he'll let the clock run down, which will take it under a minute. Let Ryan Lindell try what will probably be a 35-yard attempt or just a 34-yard attempt.
Lindell get an opportunity to play the hero as he continues to get loose on the Buffalo sideline. Now the Bills have a 4-4 record, but it could be a lot better. But they've lost some tough games. They've fallen twice at home this season on last-second field goals. In Week 1, Denver, Jason Elam kicked a 42-yarder as time ran out. Then on Monday night in Week 5, Dallas, Nick Folk kicked a 53-yarder as time expired.
For the first time this year, Buffalo can take the lead late in the game, then try and hold it. Now their defense has gotten a little rest in the second half. They were on the field for most of the first 3 quarters. But now with Buffalo taking this sustained drive down, they've gotten a chance to catch their breath, has the defense, and we'll see if they can hold the Dolphins out of field goal range. That is if Lindell can make this kick.
So this will be a 34-yard attempt for Ryan Lindell. They get it down, it's up, and it is perfect. And Buffalo takes a 13-10 lead with 46 seconds left. Dick Giron 46 seconds away from making it 4 in a row, and this team improving to 5-4.
If you're the Dolphins, you're thinking right now we need another return from Ted Ginn. They've already had one for a touchdown that was called back, and they've got 46 seconds just to get to the Bills' 35-yard line, and Lindell drills this right down the pipe. I mean, there was never a doubt. Bills with 1 timeout left and have battled in this game. They looked absolutely horrific offensively for most of this football game, but in the second half, they finally got a little something going, and J.P. Lossman made enough plays along with Marshawn Lynch to get this game to turn in their favor.
So for Miami, if they want to tie this game up, they need to get around the 35-yard line.
They've got to get this ball all the way down back into Buffalo's end, starting right here and going all the way down to there.
They do have a very dangerous return man in Ginn Jr. He can run. Lindell will send it away. 46 seconds left. Line drive. Picked up at the 35. Cobbs. And he gets to the 45.
That's a great play by Cobbs. A great play.
St. Louis, the other 0-8 team, cruising on the road at New Orleans.
They need 20. The Dolphins need 20 yards to be in field goal range. 2 first downs. And they have got Cleo Lemon, who has played very well today. And a running game that is real now not really a factor at 41 seconds. They're going to have to hurry with no timeouts.
First down at the 45. Excellent opportunity for Cleo Lemon. Out of the shotgun. To the sideline. And it's caught. Out of bounds. Jesse Chapman. A gain of 4. Clock stops at 35 seconds.
I'll tell you, also something to think about just in the back of your mind. We're all sitting here thinking about how Miami's going to try and tie this up and get in their field goal range. Don't think they may not take a shot and try and win it.
Here's Feely, his career long 55 yards against Arizona on September 30th of 2001. 2nd and 6 at the 49. No timeouts for the Dolphins. Here's Lemon. Pumping. Throws to the sideline, and he just dumps it out of bounds. That was the take a shot
that was
play.
It. Yeah, it wasn't a bad play. And Lemon did the right thing, threw the ball out of bounds, stops the clock. It's a 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6 now. They're still on the football field, still in a chance. With 28 seconds, they've got plenty of time. The middle of the field is still an option, Gus. They can spike the ball and stop it, particularly if it's deep down the middle. They've got plenty of time to use all of the football field. In fact, they could even run a draw play and get that done.
3rd down 6 at the 49. Lemon pumping, fires, incomplete. That one underthrown. Lemon hit as he released it, and he gets up limping.
He took a shot from Schobel on the blind side. Watch as he stands in the pocket. Schobel from the top of your screen. The inside spin right there inside the left tackle and catches him, and then you see falls right across the back of his leg, which happens sometimes. Aaron Schobel's had a great day today for the Bills defense.
So with 23 seconds remaining, 4th down and 6 from the 49. Dolphins need to go to the Buffalo 45 for first down. Remember, Lemon can run. He's got great speed. Lemon throws, knocked down. Great play, Jabari Greer. And that should do it. Jabari Greer knocking that one down.
Right at the top, Greer doesn't back up a bit. Steps right in front of the pass, and that's what happens when you know you don't have to drop back deep. You can sit down as a cornerback. Greer made the play. Marty Booker can't pull it in, and that is the ball game.
So a tough loss for the Miami Dolphins. Different story for the Buffalo Bills as Cam Cameron watches his team will fall to 0-9. Miami with all kinds of opportunities. For Buffalo, their last 4-game winning streak, 2004. The Buffalo Bills did not play well, but they played well enough to win. The final, 13-10 for Steve Tasker, Gus Johnson.